again, all you beautiful people out there. I am Mrs. Realistic, and thank you for joining me today. All right, we're getting back to NF, and I've had a lot of requests for How Could You Leave Us? So hopefully I can get through this without looking like too much of an idiot. Without further ado, let's check it out.
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison, let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, Mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you.
Wow, this is a heavy one. Yeah, I know just from watching shows like Intervention, I think it's called, when parents especially are hardcore into alcohol or like especially pills, they're not themselves anymore. And it's like that is the only thing that matters, is getting the next fix. Whether it starts from, a back injury or, you just started doing drugs on the street. Once you're into it like that, it's not the same brain function. And right and wrong doesn't even play into it anymore. And this is what happens to children who end up having parents that this happens to. This sucks them in, and unfortunately, this is the sad result.
Will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, Mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you, cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, Mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Sometimes I think about sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. Get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. But you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us.
Holy man. And that's what happens, you know. Not only is there the pain for those kids, for him losing his mom, but then the guilt of like, what if I would have done something differently? Maybe you would have still been here. Because now she won't get to see him become a father, and she won't be able to be a grandmother. But she wasn't thinking that when she was taking those pills. She was just thinking of that next high. Or for some people, it's just trying to stay level, because otherwise you go through withdrawals. He will never know what could have been, and she won't ever. So we can only hope that maybe she's looking down, and those loved ones that we've lost are looking down. Maybe we can heal knowing that they're looking down on us. Whew. I'm glad I brought my Kleenex this time.
You were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. The pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
So after all that anger and all that pain, he still wishes that she was there. I don't know the pain yet, thank goodness, of losing a parent or anybody that's, you know, super, super close to me. The closest I could say would be my granddad, who was a wonderful, wonderful man, but he lived a full life. You know, when there's lives like this that are cut short, I don't know how old she was when she died, but the whole process, like he said, of having to sit there while there's somebody in the corner taking notes. He's probably got so few wonderful memories. And this is clearly one of the good memories, you know, them driving in the car laughing. You have to hold on to those good memories because she wasn't herself. And unfortunately, pills and drugs and alcohol will rob you of yourself and will rob you of that family and that normality. Man, this is sad. But what a beautifully put together song. I mean, the emotion in this is so intense. I think that you would probably have to be cold-blooded to not get choked up on this song. So thank you, NF, for spilling your guts again. The way you write and the way you rap is really wonderful. And this song, just like Let You Down, man, gut punch for sure, but in a good way. You know, sometimes we got to let the tears flow. So thank you for joining me, all of you out there. And as I always say, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.